This morning, the debate over school choice, and it is one that's been happening for several years here in Arizona. A lot of parents support expanding options for kids. Others, though, worry that this could pull funding from schools that are already in financial trouble.
So I sat down with the Arizona Education Association president, Marisol Garcia, recently, who says that that's not the only thing she's focused on when it comes to school choice. School choice in Arizona is something that you'll see a number of parents celebrate. But do you think Arizona is getting it right?
I think there's a lot of accountability issues going on in charter schools. I have, a parent, a taxpayer, a voter, have no idea how charter schools spend their money. I have no idea what they're teaching in those classes. I have no idea who's teaching in those classes. So the same type of accountability to which I need to have to my students, I believe that charter schools should have as well.
And Arizona Education Association President Marisol Garcia also has strong feelings on Arizona legislators and former Governor Doug Ducey moving to expand the school choice program last year, despite voters rejecting a similar proposal back in 2018.
I mean, I think the voucher vote and the passage of that was one of the worst things that has happened in Arizona history when it comes to education. There is no way of us knowing what that money is being used once again.
But not everyone agrees. Earlier this month, a group of Arizona parents protested any cuts to the ESA program.
We've been able to take that control back and do what's actually best for our kids.
And I sat down with school choice advocate and founder of LoveYourSchool.org, Jenny Clark, late last year. She supports keeping the expansion intact so it's open to all students. What would you say to parents out there who support the program and say, yes, I want these options out there for everybody?
Yeah, I think they're welcome to do that. There just needs to be an equal playing field for how the money is used, especially if it's taxpayer money. And secondarily, we need to make sure that education and educators are here for the common good.
And while Garcia is fighting for more independent oversight on charter schools, there is something she wants to see less of in all schools. What are your thoughts on education itself becoming more political?
It's very disappointing. I think it happened, happened during the 2020 election and spilled into 22 election. What's happening in our schools should not be politicized. My son's everyday work should not be politicized. That sowing of distrust with educators and the disrespect is another reason why educators leave and why our kids are suffering to reach the goals that they need to reach.
What would you say to parents who say, yes, I do want more oversight, I do want to be notified more?
Then I think they should go and talk to the teachers, they should email the teachers, they should go to school board meetings. This is something that has always been open. School board meetings happen every 2 weeks. They're open to the public. You can ask for every piece of information. You can ask the principal, you can ask the teacher. This has always been open. So I think it's almost like a manufactured rage when really the large amount of teachers and parents who drive up to their elementary school and open the door and let their child go completely trust the adults in that building, or they wouldn't have never done it.
Okay, so I also asked Garcia what she'd like to see in Arizona schools in the next decade. She says she's hoping the state invests more in school infrastructure and tells me she wants to see schools just as nice as some city buildings or court buildings in the valley. Now, we have more of our interview on ABC15.com. You can also catch part 1 if you missed it. Just go to the main page of our website.
It is